So I get this comment a lot from parents. They're like, oh, well, you know, there are pros and cons to having kids and not having kids. And while I can think of a million cons to having kids, child-free women typically don't see any cons, and there's no cons to being child-free. If you are a die-hard, radical child-free woman, I promise you, there are no cons to being child-free. There's nothing. And the things that you guys think would be cons typically are not cons to us. For an example, the one that we get the most is, who are you going to have to take care of you when you're older? As somebody who worked in healthcare for almost 20 years, the loneliest people in nursing homes are parents. So a lot of times y'all F around and find out, but you think you're going to have your kids there in old age. A lot of times, many of you won't. So because I know that, I would never see that as a con. Do you get what I'm saying? That's something that people have an illusion about. Another thing that I get is, no man is going to take me seriously because every man wants to spread his seed or leave a lineage or a legacy or whatever. That's not a con to me either, because any man that wants children is automatically disqualified. He's automatically not the man for me. So you can't miss out on somebody that's not meant for you. We want two totally different things in life, right? He would automatically not be the man of my dreams because he has kids. It doesn't matter how many other qualities he has that are great, right? So what cons? I'm very curious to know what cons do parents think child-free women experience, because like I said, I've had over 30 years to think about this, and in the 30 years, 3 decades that I've had to think of this, I can't think of one con. So somebody please enlighten me to what these cons are. Oh, sweetie, you're never gonna know what real love is unless you turn yourself into a baby factory. Just another comment we get when we tell people that we don't want to ever have kids, right? It's not the flex y'all think it is either, right? Because when you guys say, I never knew true love, or I never felt this kind of love until I had my kid, or until I had my kids, it's actually a really sad commentary on your life. And I don't think you realize it. Like, to your children, they may think, oh, my mom really loved me, because without me, you know, she probably would have jumped off a cliff or something, right? To them, it may sound cute, but it's actually sad, because what it tells me and other child-free women is that you didn't really love yourself or value your life before you had kids. And the reason why that's problematic is because now you're looking to your children to give you meaning in life. Now, while that's not completely a bad thing, it's not all the way a good thing either, right? Because you are depending on a baby to give you meaning in life. And here we are being child-free, and we don't have that level of emptiness in our lives where it's like, oh, I need something to love. I need somebody to love me. Oh, let me go put that burden and responsibility on an innocent kid. Like, we're not doing that. We wake up every day and we live our lives, and we're not feeling like something's missing to the point where we're going to force another child, innocent child, into this rat hole that we call life, right? And subject them to all the same things that that we've been complaining about this whole time. What do you think they're going to do when they get of age? What do you think they're going to do? Because to me, they're going to literally complain about the same stuff on top of the added things that are going to be coming in the future, right? So it's really not the flex you think it is to say, oh, my life had no meaning before I had kids. It's like, it didn't. I don't have kids, and my life has all the meaning that I give it. And when I'm in my old age, if I live to be that long, to be old, like I said in previous videos, I'm not going to look back at 2024 and be like, God damn it, I should have forced kids into existence with them not having any say-so. Like, that's just not going to happen, y'all. I know y'all want it to, because you want child-free. A lot of y'all want child-free women to regret their decision, because it's going to make you feel like you made the right choice in your life. And you probably did. I mean, I don't know, right? I can't tell somebody what they did right or what they didn't do or whatever. But that's the reason why I know y'all come down hard on us, is because you need to feel like your choice was validated, and it will give you some kind of purpose in life, or some kind of like joy, I guess, at the end of the night or in the morning when you wake up, to know that you made a decision that other people regret not making. And it's just not the case. To this very day, I have yet to meet a child-free woman that regretted not having kids. I have not met or known of one woman to regret not having kids. Now, I have heard of childless women regretting not having kids. I say all the time, those are two different things, right? The ones who wanted kids but didn't have them at some point in time, or they wanted to wait until they met the right person, or fertility issues or whatever, those are childless women. Child-free women have made the decision to not have kids for a multitude of reasons. So the ones who actively made that choice and said, hey, I ain't doing it, what regret? And you can look at other child-free creators' comment sections, my comment sections, and under all my child-free videos, YV Edit, Wild She, Whitney, Mikey, I think I'm saying her name right. There's a bunch of us that are child-free, and in the comment sections are a bunch of parents saying they wish they could have did things over, or the child-free women that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s even are like, nah, I didn't have kids and I don't regret it. So there's that. But yeah, it's not the flex y'all think it is. I really wish y'all would stop saying that, because you're just gonna make us feel sorry for you. Because like, if something happened to your kid or your kids, it's like, then what do you have? If your only purpose in life was your kids, and now that they're unalived, or they don't speak to you anymore, or they move to another country, now what do you have? And that's why self-love and self-preservation and all that is so important. But that's just to give y'all something to think about. We don't see that as endearing. We see it as a sad commentary on your life. So two of the most common comments I get when people find out that I'm child-free and that I don't want kids is, well, if everybody thought like you, the human race would just die out. Or, if your mom thought the same way you did, you wouldn't be here. Now, let me explain to you guys why those are two of the dumbest comments that I've ever heard in my life. Okay? The first comment, if you guys haven't been paying attention, humanity is already on the brink of extinction. Like, that train has already left the building. You do know that, right? Once the train gets going, it's kind of hard to stop it. As long as we continue to live in a patriarchy, aka mostly males being in charge, aka them being the reasons why the planet and everything in it is being destroyed daily, we're doomed. I think we're probably going to be the first species to self-extinct. Think about that for a second. We're doing everything we can to extinct ourselves. So not everybody is going to think like me, but even so, like, we're doomed, okay? Just think about that for a second. Now, the second thing is, if your mother thought the same way, you wouldn't be here. And you would be having this exact same conversation with her instead of me. See how that works, right? If she thought like that, she would be telling other people this. And if we want to take it a step further, she wouldn't even be my mother, because I wouldn't exist. I would have no consciousness. I wouldn't know anything about this world. I would be in the void, not existing. On top of that, I wouldn't be able to give a damn even if I wanted to. So what is the point of all that? I want you guys to stop and think about the dumb shit that you are about to say to child-free people before you say it. If you actually take the time to critically think, it will stop you from saying dumb things, and it will stop child-free women like me from being annoyed unnecessarily. Okay? I want you guys to just do that. And also, furthermore, comments like that really just helps to solidify why we chose not to have kids. The idea of bringing children into a world to have to deal with people like you just makes my skin crawl.